guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a great day so far. So today, you guys saw the title. We're going to be talking about Leah Marie Johnson and why I am so concerned and feel that we need to take her whole situation seriously because this is very concerning and I am very worried for her. But before we even get into all of that, if you are new here, welcome. This is Journey to Find Kay and I'm Kay. I like to talk about mental health. I usually react to the Rewired Soul because I'm a mental health patient, worker, and advocate, and I want to use my platform, my voice, my opinion, my experience to negate some of the negative things here on this platform. So if you enjoy my content, you enjoy watching me, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button down below, hit the bell so that way you're also notified every time I post a video. So before we even get into why I'm so concerned about Leah Marie Johnson, I wanted to have my first upload of the week. You guys already know I kind of messed it up last week, but it is our mental health check-in. I want to hear from you guys. Holidays are over. We are in 2020. 2020 is in full force. I'm doing great. I'm excited for 2020. I'm excited to continue to build my platform here on YouTube. I'm tripping at the fact that I'm like literally, what, 30 away from 300 subscribers, which I thank you guys oh so much for that. I'm just excited for what this year will bring. I'm not one of those to really make goals or, resolutions or anything like that. I'm not one of that. But I do have some things that I am going to try to work on. I want to be more consistent in therapy. I'm going to get back on my weight loss and trying to hit my goal weight. And like I said, build this platform. So definitely let me know down in the comments, you guys, how are you guys feeling? Let me know how your mental health is going so far. I would love to hear from you guys. Like I said, we're in 2020. How's it going? How is this year treating you so far? So I fell down a rabbit hole, okay? I fell down a rabbit hole of Leah Marie Johnson videos here on YouTube. And I don't know how it started. I don't know how the first video even began playing for me, but I fell down that rabbit hole over the weekend because usually, I have YouTube playing in the background while I'm getting things done and the boys ready for, school starting up again. The break is over. It's time to get back to work, And next thing I know, I'm watching lives of Leah Marie Johnson and I'm not going to lie, I was triggered. I felt a certain type of way. I'm gonna let you guys know ahead of time. I'm not going to be putting her clips in because I know that could be triggering for other people. If I got triggered, I can definitely understand other people might get triggered as well. So I will, down in the description box, link some videos that I've watched, some lives that were recorded here on YouTube for you guys to check out if you want to see what I'm talking about for yourselves. I'm just not going to put them in my video because I was triggered. I wouldn't feel good putting that in my video just because it made me feel some type of way, and I don't want to put that out on my platform. But I wanted to bring awareness to this whole situation and have people understand that this is something that we need to definitely take serious because it's not just Leah Marie Johnson. There's so many other people that we might know personally who might be presenting this way, and it may be a way of them saying that they need help. One of the reasons why I felt some type of way when I was watching Leah's live streams here on YouTube, I felt like I had a flashback. I felt like I was back in my last position at a rehab for the seriously mentally ill. Now, I'm letting you guys know I don't know her. I'm not going to put any type of diagnoses on her. I'm not even going to push any type of substance abuse or anything like that. I will share my own thoughts and opinions, but I'm not going to diagnose her. I'm not going to say this is what she's suffering from and I know this for a fact because I don't know this for a fact. But what I am going to do is share my own personal experience and why this bothered me so much and why we need to pay attention to it. So again, when I saw her live streams, it was very triggering because it took me back to my rehab. It took me back to my last position because, like I shared many times on my channel, I'm currently a case manager, but prior to this position, I was working in a substance abuse treatment center for women who were seriously mentally ill. And I've had clients who presented similarly to Leah, and it instantly made me feel like I wish I knew her in real life so I could offer her help. Like, I'm sorry if you guys can hear it in my voice. It makes me upset. I'm sad. I'm scared for her. I feel that the people in her life are not paying attention or they're not taking her situation seriously. Feel some type of way. I am very triggered by what she's presenting on her live streams, and I'm wondering, like, who is around her? Where is her support system? For a little background for people who might not know, Leah Marie Johnson started out here on YouTube with the Fine Bros channel who did Kids React, Teenagers React. She was one of the popular ones on their platform for that actual series, and she ended up going to make her own YouTube channel and then ultimately pursue singing as her career, wanting to be a singer. I never watched her before. I did see her in the Kids React stuff because, you know, back in the day, those were people loved watching those videos. I loved watching those videos. I used to watch them with my children. To see how far she has come and to see the situation that she's in now, I'm worried. I'm scared because, again, this took me back to working in my rehab center. I've had clients, and that's why I said I can't sit here, and I'm not going to sit here and say, yes, that's substance abuse, or yes, that is mental illness, or that's both, or it's neither, or whatever the case is, because I don't know her. But I feel like we have enough warning signs from her live streams to at least say, hey, something's going on, and if we know anyone in our own personal lives that may present this way, do not be afraid to see if they need assistance or try to get them assistance if you can. Reach out to them and say, hey, are you okay? Do you need help? Now, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of times when people are in whatever state LIA may be in, they might not be welcoming to the assistance. They might not want to hear from you about getting assistance, but that's when, depending on what type of relationship you have with them and what type of background that you have with them, you may want to look into other ways of getting them help. But watching her on live bothers me because I'm sitting here genuinely, I don't know her. I don't know her, but I just want to reach out and say, hey, are you okay? Knowing dang on well she's not going to talk to me. Who am I? You know, who am I? But this is a scary situation to be watching unfold online. Recently, it was only a few days ago, she had a recent live acting and behaving a certain type of way, being around certain people to where her followers are worried and they're concerned and they're asking questions, and the answers they're receiving are worrisome. They're not helping quash any type of bad feelings or worries that they have for her. They're actually fueling them. After watching a couple of her lives, I just wish I knew her. I just wish she was someone I could reach out to and say, hey, I just wish I knew her family. I knew some friends, and I wish people who are around her see this video and try to say, hey, this isn't right. This type of behavior is worrisome. This type of behavior is not normal. I don't care if it's because she might be using some type of drug or she might not be. If you see someone who is behaving this way, and you are concerned, it is okay to be concerned because that is something to be concerned about.
I know I said concerned a lot right there. I'm sorry.
I'm just at a loss of words, honestly, because like I said, when I watch these lives, I say that I was triggered because I see different aspects that can mean so many different things from the field and my experience that I've worked in. I said I've seen clients present this way. It can be multiple diagnoses that can present the way that she's presenting. I've seen clients who might not have a mental illness be on some type of substance and present this way. Either way, if it's medical, substance induced, mental health, whatever it is, this is a person who needs help and needs someone to step up and say, hey, I want to try to get you assistance. I know that she lives in California. I know we've heard 5150 before. I know we've heard about getting someone involuntary committed to get help if needed. I just want to know, where is her support system? Where are her parents? Who are her friends? Who is around who genuinely cares about her and is, if needed, willing to go that step to get her the help she might need? And I'm not going to say might, I feel like she needs, because I wouldn't feel the way that I feel. I wouldn't be so upset if I felt like, oh, it's just this or it's just that. Wouldn't feel the way I feel if I felt like it was just a ploy, she was trolling or anything like that. No, this is behavior that has been happening for over a year now, and it's been consistent behavior. People want to throw it away because of substance abuse or, well, she's just high. That's still serious. That's still stuff that we need to worry about. It's not normal and it's not okay to see someone behaving that way because they might be on a substance. It's not okay to see someone behaving that way if they're having mental health concerns. It's not okay. It's not something to joke about. It's something to be concerned, because like I've said, I've seen it in my real life with my own clients. I've seen it in my real life with my own family. This is someone who needs help. This is not someone to just record a live and swear to goodness this is entertainment, because there are real people who are living this life every day who don't have the notoriety that Leah Marie Johnson has, who may be suffering and hurting the same way she is and doesn't know what to do or doesn't know where to turn for assistance. So as much as I want Leah to get assistance, as much as I wish her support system stood up and tried to get her the help that she obviously needs for whatever it is, if If you know someone in your life that may present that way, if you have witnessed people in your life struggling with something, you don't even know what it is, there is nothing wrong. And I always say, respect people's boundaries. Depending on what type of relationship you have with them, that's your friend. If that's someone that you say you care about, not be afraid to check in and say, hey, are you okay? Do you need help? It's not saying that you have to be someone that's legitimate, super close. Just asking a question matters. Because watching LIA is scary. It's concerning. I'm worried. I've seen clients present this way. I can throw out multiple diagnoses for you guys that present this way. And I'm not just saying substance abuse and mental health. It could be either or neither, both or just one. But I've seen it and it triggered me. Watching her triggered me. I wanted to cry because I can relate personally. Being in a type of situation like that, that's not fun. But again, she might not even know what's going on. I didn't. Not back then. I thought that was normal. I believed I was behaving normally. I instantly went to a place of hurt, of pain, because this could be, she might not even be aware of what's going on. And then I go to my work experience and seeing clients who presented that way and just wanted to live. I'm worried for her because that's not a safe place to be at. I've watched so many lives of her. In each one, I've seen so many warning signs that this girl needs help. And I'm telling you guys, whatever it is, drugs, mental health, both, because I know she's admitted that she's had substance abuse issues in the past. I know that she drinks on the lives. I've watched them where she's having wine or whatever the case is. Either way, these lives are showing scary things. I believe this is someone who needs help. I believe you might need substance abuse and mental health assistance. I believe that she is suffering from some type of mental illness. Do I know if it's substance induced or is she using substances to cope? I don't know because I don't know her. But going off of my own personal experience and what I've seen at work and how she's presenting online, she needs to be taken to get assistance as soon as possible. There's topics she talks about and jokes about. Self-harm. When someone brings up self-harm, that is something we have to take serious, even if they're joking. Some of the behaviors she exhibits on the lives are concerning. Some of the statements that she says fit multiple mental health diagnoses. And again, substance abuse could be at play as well. It's someone that we need to stop just looking at lives. And I've watched a lot of her lives, and if I sit back and I use my own personal experience and my work experience, like I said prior, it took me back to when I was working in the rehab, because I've seen clients have conversations like this. So in watching all of her lives, I continue to feel bad. I continue to just wish I was someone that knew her personally, because the way that she presents on these lives is concerning. It's scary.
Like I said, I'm not going to put diagnoses on there because I'm not someone who can diagnose, and I don't know her. But just from my own personal experience and work experience,
there is something going on mentally and or with substance abuse. Again, this is my own personal experience, but from watching so many lives, and this has been going on for over a year, people have been concerned about her. And I feel like it's essentially each life has gotten worse and worse. We've seen her go further and further into whatever is going on with her. Every live I've watched, it felt like it was getting worse and worse. And I question, where is her support system? Where are her friends? Where are her parents? Who is around her that truly, genuinely cares? And this is where I bring it to you guys. If you guys know anyone in your life to where you feel there might be something going on, or maybe you just want to check in on them, don't be afraid to do that. I always will say, respect someone's boundaries. If that's someone that you consider a friend, someone that you care about, and you feel like they might be going through it right now, they might need some type of help, or maybe you just feel like you haven't heard from them, you want to see how they're doing, don't be afraid to do that, because it does help and it does matter. Because I wish someone in her life would literally do that. And we all know she lives in California, where they do have that 5150 law. And even out here where I live, when I was working the rehab, I've had to go and get someone committed as well, because it was necessary. It's not they let them go. If it is, then they stay and get the treatment that they need. And I'm hoping people in her life aren't afraid to use that if they need to. And I'm hoping that anyone out here watching this video, if you know someone that seems like they need some assistance, don't be afraid to call someone. Don't be afraid to reach out to them or whoever may be close to them if you're not close. If you don't even know where to begin, I always keep in my description box down below numbers, websites, phone numbers for the US, UK, and Canada for mental health and substance abuse lines. If you need assistance, you don't know where to go, and you're watching this video, don't be afraid to contact them, because situations like this, situations like LIA, are serious. These are things that we need to take serious. We need to try to get help for as soon as possible. I'm scared for her. I'm scared for her. I am genuinely scared for her safety, and I want her to get the help that she needs. And I don't want us to just get so used to just watching these lives thinking that this is just someone on drugs, or this is just, no, it doesn't matter if she's using substances or not. It doesn't matter if it's just mental health or not. Something is going on to where she needs help, and we need to spread awareness to situations like this, period. Because it's not just LIA. There's so many people out in the world that we may know, that we make personal contact with almost every day, that may need some type of help, who may present like this sometimes. It could be someone you're like, oh, when they get turned, they act that way. Or maybe there's just some concerning behaviors, you want to talk to them. Don't be afraid to offer assistance, because sometimes people might not even realize something's going on, or sometimes they're just afraid to get help and they don't know where to go. And that's why I wanted to make this video. That's why I wanted to talk about Lia Marie Johnson, because my heart hurts. I watched her lives, and I just see her, I see someone hurting, needs help, and where are they? Where is her family? Where are her friends, her real friends? I don't care what drug they say she may be on. I don't care what mental health diagnosis you may say she has. Whatever is going on with her, this is something that needs to be taken serious, and that's why I had to make this video, you guys. I had to. I'm sorry I didn't include any clips for you guys to see, but I'm not going to trigger anyone else the way I was triggered. I definitely want to hear from you guys down in the comments below. Let me know, have you looked into the Lia Marie Johnson situation? What are your guys' thoughts and opinions? Again, you know, we don't diagnose, we don't put anything on anyone. She did talk about substance abuse before. We don't know anything about mental health, or at least I don't know anything about her mental health status from prior. But I want to hear from you guys. If you guys been paying attention to this situation, what's your guys' thoughts and opinions are down below in the comments. If you like this video, don't be afraid to hit it with a thumbs up. Like I said, I will be back with a Rewired Soul blog reaction probably later this week, because he's been busy. He's been busy over there, and I think one of them was something about like what to do if you can't afford a therapist. So you already know, I gotta see what he says there. You already know. I wanted to have this conversation about Lia because I'm worried. I feel like this is something that needs to be taken seriously, especially after the fact that I've seen people have been paying attention to this or noticing this for the past year or so. I thank you guys so much for watching me. I appreciate all the love. Let me know down in the comments what your guys' thoughts are. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.